Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Yana, and in this video I will explain about discussion text. There are several things I will say regarding the discussion text. The first, definition of discussion text. 2. Purpose of discussion text. 3. Generic structure of discussion text. And the last, example of discussion text. Definition of discussion text. Discussion text is an argumentative text that contains two points of view, namely objective pro and con views. Discussion text can be in the form of seminar material and discourse related to controversial issues. So, the conclusion contained in the discussion text are generally neutral. The purpose of discussion text is to inform readers about a particular topic, issue, or question by presenting different perspectives, opinions, or arguments. The points of view referred to in discussion text can come from many sources and not just from one side. In general, the discussion text structure consists of four parts, namely 1 issue, 2 arguments for, 3 arguments against, and 4 conclusion or recommendation. 1. Issue. This section will contain an introduction to the issues discussed. Issues in discussion text can be hot, issues currently circulating around, educational, health, social, political, historical, or other issues. 2. Arguments for. The second discussion text structure is arguments for or supporting points. This section contains positive pro explanation, so you can explain things that make you agree or support the issue being discussed. The argument you express can be in the form of advantages, benefits, and so on. 3. Arguments against. In contrast to the previous point, arguments against or contrasting points will contain negative contra-explanation, so you can explain things that make you disagree regarding the issue being discussed. It could be a loss or other negative things. The last part in the discussion text is the conclusion or recommendation. Here, you can draw conclusion from the result of the discussion being discussed. Apart from that, you can also provide suggestions regarding solution to these issues. Example of discussion text. The pros and cons of social media. Nowadays, everyone is a member of one or more social media platforms, whether it is Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Line, or other platforms. In this modern era, social media tends to form an integral part of our lives. As a new invention, social media must have its advantages and disadvantages in the way it affects people's lives. Let us take a look at some of these effects comprehensively. Here are some positive effects of social media on people's lives. First, they become more informed about current affairs. With social media, we can easily find out about what is going on in our neighborhood, state, country, and even the entire world. It is an important way to equip ourselves with adequate knowledge of current affairs. Besides, it helps us to study many things. Social media platforms can be a great study tool for us. We can use them to ask each other difficult questions that we could not solve by ourselves. It also makes it easier to form group discussion and study groups even when we are far from each other. Furthermore, it helps people with disabilities interact at the same level with others. On many occasions, people with disabilities do not get an equal chance to interact with others. However, social media offers an equal opportunity for them. They can do all of the activities that other people do on social media. This makes them realize that they are not a difference from others. However, social media can also cause some negative effects on our lives. First, we are exposed to cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is one of the most negative influence in social media, especially for teenagers. It gives a free platform for cyberbullies to bully others. The high level of networking offered by social media makes cyberbullying move from bad to worse. In addition, it may decrease our productivity level. Social media is very engaging to the people spending a lot of time on them. They may neglect their work, friends, and family so that they can play a game or chat about various things not related to the work. This clearly reduces their productivity levels. Furthermore, it can lead to disclosing too much information. Social media has its own way of making people disclose much information they would not show in real life. By giving out too much information, for example, about where one lives or what is happening to someone recently, the people could inadvertently make it easier for those who want to do them harm. Thus, having social media can be said to be necessary, but use it as needed and in appropriate proportions. Then, access social media at certain times as needed. It's up for us to use social media for the purpose of a little entertainment as long as it neither causes dependency nor disrupts social media interaction. Again, use social media according to its proportion